Hey guys, welcome back. So today I am doing a very exciting video. I am going to be kicking off my wedding series here on YouTube. If you did not notice by the introduction and the title of this video, I'm going to be doing a wedding series for my upcoming wedding, and I'm going to try to be covering all of the fun stuff, whether it be, vlogging the process of wedding planning or picking out dresses or invitations or makeup or fragrance or any of that. I'm going to be covering all of that in my wedding series, and I'm super excited to create some really fun, fresh content for you guys. So I thought it would be fun to kick off my wedding series with a little Q&A. So I asked you guys to ask me a bunch of questions on Instagram. That way I can kind of give you guys a feel for what I am envisioning for my wedding. And also I thought it would be interesting to look back on and see how my actual wedding goes, like if it turns out anything like I'm imagining it's going to, or if I go a totally different direction. So yeah, if that sounds interesting to you guys, just keep watching. I have all of my questions on my phone here. And speaking of my phone, this is one of my new cases. It's from Case Defy. I'm gonna be, oh, what is happening? I always turn the flashlight on at the most inappropriate times, and I'm just like blinding everyone, and then I don't know how to turn it off, and then it's awkward. But anyways, this is my case from Case Defy. It says, "You don't have any new notifications, trust me," which is kind of just like a funny little reminder to stop picking up your phone and always being on your phone, which for me is like really hard just because my job is being on my phone and being on social media, so sometimes it's a little bit tricky, but I thought it was a really cute case. So this is one of Case Defy's impact cases. They are sponsoring this video. They're going to be sponsoring quite a few videos throughout the year because we've got a wedding to pay for, so I hope you guys don't mind, but they are sponsoring this video, and I've worked with them in the past. I absolutely love their cases. They are really great and protective, and they're also cute, because I am very clumsy, but I also like cute things, and we need to protect this phone because this phone is basically my life and my job, so we have to keep it protected at all costs. And yeah, their cases are really nice. This is their Ultra Impact case, so it's the most protective one they offer, and it has these little like bumpers on the side, so if you drop it, it's like ultimate protection. Nothing is going to happen to this bad boy. I have a bunch of their other cases, and I've never had an issue with my phone breaking, but this one is just like the top of the line protection, and I love it. It's very protective, but it's also very slim. Like, it's not like huge and bulky. It's just really nice. So this is one of their clear cases, and it just has this like cute little design, but they have ones that you can personalize and, put your monogram or your name or your brand or whatever you want to put on there, and they just have so many different options. So I really love them. And their new cases also have an antimicrobial coating on them, which helps to kill 99% of bacteria, which is amazing considering the world that we currently live in. And they are also made partially from recycled plastic, so good for the environment as well. So if you guys are interested, go to casedefy.com/StephanieLetta today to get 20% off your new favorite phone case. So now let's get into the questions. So the first question, going in really no particular order here, but the first question is, will it be a big wedding or a small wedding? So I knew after we got engaged, me and Tommy like briefly talked about it, but we both decided we wanted to do a smaller wedding. I'm not meaning like small, like 10 people small, but definitely more on the intimate side. So we knew we wanted it to keep it like pretty close and not just inviting like everyone we know, because then when you have a wedding that big, I feel like it takes away from some of it, and you're not able to really interact with all of the people at your wedding just because there's so many there. So I really wanted it to be more on the smaller side, and hopefully our guest list will be pretty narrowed down. It is tricky because you don't want to like offend anyone, but also COVID and all of that, having a huge wedding, I don't even think is really in the cards for anyone, but I knew I definitely wanted to keep it smaller, and I'm hoping that maybe like 40 or 50 people will go. And to me, that's small. So that brings me to my next question, which is hometown or destination wedding. So because we wanted to have it on the smaller side, we decided to go with a destination wedding because I feel like that's the easiest and like least offensive way to shrink the guest list, because having it far away, it makes it less accessible and probably less people will be willing to travel. And then also there's COVID on top of it. So yeah, we decided to do a destination wedding. And another reason is just because of weather. The weather in New York is just very hit or miss. You honestly never know what the weather is going to be. So we decided to do a destination wedding, and the destination we have chosen is the Dominican Republic, the DR, and we are really excited. I think Tommy and I have been there 3 times together, and then I've been there like once or twice without him. So we've been there, we know we love it. It's beautiful, the weather is always gorgeous, the water is beautiful, and we just really love it. So that is the destination we have chosen. So the next question is, will you be hiring a wedding planner to help you out? So this I have already done. I have booked a wedding planner, and I could not be more excited and thankful and grateful and blessed that I was able to hire a wedding planner. So the planner that I chose, her name is Mala. I mean, there's a whole team of people, but Mala is the one that I'm specifically working with. She has this company, it's called The Aventure. I think that's how you say it, but I will put that on screen here and link it and everything, and you can check out their feed. Their feed is gorgeous, and so they specialize in destination weddings. They only do destination weddings. So when she told me that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick you because this is your bread and butter. Like, you guys know it better than anyone else versus just like a regular wedding planner. And on top of that, they are also a travel agency, so they can help arrange travel and also plan a gorgeous, beautiful, aesthetically pleasing day for me. And it'll be going off without a hitch. So I'm very excited to be working with her. She already like gets me, I feel, in my vision and my personality. So I think we're going to be an amazing team, but mostly she's probably going to be doing most of it because I just need help. I'm so unorganized. I'm not that person who has their shit together. So I knew number one thing I needed was a wedding planner because I knew I would go absolutely insane without one. So I'm very excited to be working with the Aventure. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but it sounds good. Next question. Do you have a budget limit or just freestyle and look how much it turned out? Okay, I know what you meant, but yes, so I gave her a budget. I'm not going to share with you guys my budget because everyone's budget is different, and I don't want anyone to feel weird about how much I'm spending versus how much they're spending. So yes, I gave her a budget, and so that is including just all of the wedding stuff minus my dress, because my dress I feel like will be a different story, and I'm not sure, but I gave my wedding planner a budget for everything for like the day of. Next question, how would you describe your general wedding aesthetic? Like, what vibe are you going for? So I feel like if I had to describe my vibe for my wedding, it would be, I hope for it to be timeless and romantic. So I'm not like a very trendy person. I'm not like over the top glam. I'm not boho. I like pretty like simple, classic, timeless things with maybe like a few like just random things to spice it up, but overall, like, I'm not like over the top. Like, I feel like you guys know that just from me and my style. I just like little added fun things. How many times am I going to do this? I don't know. But yeah, I would say timeless and romantic. So yeah, timeless and romantic. And I guess when I say romantic, I just mean like this. I don't know. What does this mean? Do you understand what this means? Romantic and timeless. Next question is, do you guys have a date? So we do have a date. I don't think I want to share the exact date because I feel like that will just make me feel nervous and anxious and pressured having everyone know exactly what day it is. But it is going to be March of 2022. So this time next year, basically. So that's all I will say for now. Are you planning on having a videographer? 100% yes, just because of me and how I live my life. Like, I document quite a bit of my life. And, you know, I do YouTube videos. So I feel like if I didn't do a wedding video, like, it wouldn't be complete because I obviously want you guys to kind of feel like you were there with me because you have grown up with me for the past, like, 11 years. So I want you guys to be able to, like, see part of my day. So definitely will be doing a videographer. Next question. Do you want to be married outside or inside a venue? Definitely outside. I think that's one of the reasons we wanted to do a destination wedding, just because we want to be in a destination that's beautiful with beautiful weather. So to be inside when you're in a gorgeous place. I feel like it wouldn't really make sense unless it was raining, but I definitely would like it to be outside. Traditional vows or write your own? I feel like, I mean, we haven't really discussed this, but I am pretty traditional, so I would say traditional vows, and I really don't foresee Tommy writing his own vows. He's just not that kind of guy, so I would say traditional vows. Do you think you or Tommy will cry when you walk down the aisle? I don't think Tommy will. He's not a crier. I've only seen him cry like a handful of times, and I don't think that he will cry, but I mean, maybe. And will I cry? I hope not, because I'm not trying to ruin this makeup, okay? But I really don't know, because the only things that really make me ever cry, I mean, besides like bad things happening, like I'm not super emotional, but music. So like whatever song I pick, if it's gonna be a song that makes me cry, like it might happen, but I don't really want to cry when I'm walking down the aisle, so we will see. So the next question was a really popular one. Will you do your own makeup? And this I've been going back and forth about, just because people keep saying that I should definitely have someone else do my makeup, but I don't think I could ever trust anyone else with this face, because I've had makeup artists do my makeup a bunch of times over the years, and I've never really liked it. Like, it's not that it was bad, but it just wasn't me. Like, I know my face and I know what I like to look like, and I know how to make myself look like that. So I don't really know if I could really give that power to someone else. I feel like it would make me more nervous than anything. Like, a lot of you guys were saying you definitely should have someone else do your makeup to take the pressure off and the stress, but I feel like I would be so stressed thinking that they were going to do a bad job, so I feel like I definitely will be doing my own makeup. Hair, I'm not sure about. Next question is, are you scared about picking your wedding dress? It's scary to just have one shot. Yes, I think this is the number one thing that I'm most nervous and concerned about, is picking a dress. So I have not gone dress shopping or anything like that, so maybe I will feel differently once I do go try on dresses, but I just feel like so nervous that I'm not going to be able to decide, because I'm not good at doing that. So like when I go on a trip somewhere, I bring so many options. Like I have to have options, because I feel like depending on the day, I might not like this, or this might look bad on me. So that is something I'm very nervous about. And that was one of the other most asked questions, is what are you most nervous about? The dress, okay? And none of the other stuff is really making me feel anxious, but the dress I'm very nervous about. So that brings me to the next question, which is, what style dresses are you obsessed with? And so this is why I'm having a dilemma, because all of the things I like are polar opposites. So I really love a classic, crisp, clean line type of dress, but I also love something that is so just like not that. And then I also really love like a ball gown, but then I also really love fitted, and then I also really love sleeves, but then see, do you understand what I'm talking about? The two styles that I really love are completely opposite of each other. So I feel like maybe I'll know better once I go and try things on and see what they look like on me. But I don't really know, and this is why I'm feeling nervous. So that's that. Next question, open bar. 100% yes. I don't want people to be pulling out their wallets to pay for drinks during a wedding. I feel like that is super tacky. That's like one thing I would never do. I would never not have open bar. So 100% will be having open bar. Next question, any types of flowers you absolutely cannot stand? Yes. And I feel like this would be maybe controversial, because a lot of people like them, but I do not like lilies. I don't really care for the way they look, but the smell of them just reminds me of funerals, and just don't like lilies. I don't know, it just takes me to a weird place, and I don't think they're that cute, so I don't like lilies. Sorry, if your name is Lily, I probably still like you, but I don't like your flower. Next is, will there be a signature Stephanie wine/cocktail? You know it. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but you know Chef Steph will have to have something concocted for her on her special day, or for us, I should say. Tommy, who's not here, we don't really like the same type of drinks though, so he will have to have his own, if anything. Next question, what kind of cake are you going to have? So I think Tommy would approve of this as well, because he doesn't really like traditional cake. I would love to have a cheesecake. because I love cheesecake. Like, cheesecake is just the best sort of cake. It's two of my favorite things, cheese plus cake. So let's do a wedding cheesecake. Does anybody make those? Next question. What are you most looking forward to? P.S. Love you, girl. Love you too. I think the number one thing I'm most looking forward to is just having everyone that we love there to celebrate it with us, and like having like a trip out of it, you know, not just like one day. But the thing with like a destination wedding is like, make a trip out of it, make a vacation out of it, like just have like the best time, have a great time at our wedding, but also have the best time and have the best trip of your life. Like, I feel like that is what I'm most excited about, because like my parents have never even been out of the country before, besides like Canada. And no offense, but I don't feel like Canada counts when you live in New York State, and it's just like, it's right there. Like, it's right there. So I'm just really excited for everyone to just go away together and have like a really amazing time. Next question. What style is your ring, or any details on the style, cut, etc.? It's beautiful. Thank you. I did not pick it out. I have no idea what I would have ever picked out for myself. We never talked about rings or anything like that. So he picked this out all on his own. He did an amazing job. So I don't really know too much about it. All I know is that it is a cushion cut, and it has like a hidden halo. So I guess that means like it's underneath. Mine is like super dirty right now. It's like covered in makeup, but it is a cushion cut with gold, a gold setting, because I love gold. So that's one thing that he definitely picked up on that I did want, because I only wear gold jewelry. But yeah, gold setting, cushion cut with a hidden halo. What song do you want for your first dance? I love your music taste. This, I'm not really sure what we're going to do for our first dance. Tommy loves Dave Matthews, and I despise him, so this could be the beginning of the end. No, I'm just kidding. This is going to be a struggle for us. I don't think it will be. As long as we agree that's not Dave Matthews, I think we'll be okay. But you guys know I'm going to be having tons of throwback jams and probably no current music on the playlist, because I just only live in the past in terms of my music taste. So you guys know that will be throwbacks all around. Next question. What beauty treatments in prep for the wedding? So I don't know if there's any beauty treatments that I specifically want. I would say actually one thing that I really would like to do is get LASIK eye surgery, because I can't see and I don't wear contacts. I've never worn contacts just because I tried to wear them one time and my eyes just were like rejecting them, and my eyes are so dry and irritated all the time anyway, so to throw contacts in them, I don't really want to do that. So I would love to get LASIK eye surgery beforehand so I could see walking down the aisle Tommy's, you know, expression and face. So that would be maybe a beauty treatment. I don't think that's considered beauty. One thing that I would like to do though is remove this freaking tattoo. I just am over it. Still love God, but this tattoo is just like a little bit thick and chunky, and you know, it's just right there, and sometimes I even Photoshop it out of pictures because I just don't like it there. So I would love to get this tattoo removed. Other beauty treatments, let me think. Botox, I'll definitely make sure I got my Botox on. Can't be having any wrinkly dinklies on the day of, but yeah, I don't feel like any of those are real beauty treatments, just more like medical treatments, but it is what it is. Next question, will you be changing your name? So Tommy and I have talked about this, and he said he literally does not care. So I'm a little bit torn, because you guys know me, I am SML. Like SML, those are my initials, Stephanie Michelle Letta. That's what SML stands for, by the way. So for me to not be SML, it would be weird. But Tommy's last name is Moore, it starts with an M. So if I changed my middle name to Moore, I could still be SML. I could be Stephanie Moore Letta, but I don't know if that's dumb. But Stephanie Moore? I don't know. I feel like that's not really the vibe. But yeah, he said he totally does not care at all if I took his name or not. So we'll see. Maybe I'll change my mind. But for right now, I'm thinking maybe Stephanie Moore Letta. By the way, if you have not tried the Coca-Cola with coffee, 0 sugar, this is the dark blend. You need to, because it's freaking amazing. Next, veil or no veil? Veil. I love a long, flowy, romantic, beautiful veil. Next question, what's your dream honeymoon? So I personally would love to go to the Philippines, because I am a quarter Filipino. and I just have always wanted to go there, but I don't think that I can convince Tommy to go there just because he doesn't like really long flights, and that's like 24 hours of flights. So I think that if we were to do a honeymoon, it would probably be in Europe, like Italy or Greece maybe. Those would be probably the two more realistic ones. Tommy is Italian, so I feel like Italy would be really nice and fitting, and obviously it's beautiful there from what I've seen. Next question, are you the first sibling to get married, and is Tommy? No, my older brother got married I think like 5 years ago. And then Tommy, his sister is actually getting married this fall in September, so he won't be the first one either. Next question. Do you have any ideas for first dance song, father-daughter song? First dance song, yeah, I'm not really sure. Tommy and I have to figure that out. But for father-daughter song, this one is probably going to make me the most emotional, and I have a few in mind. My dad does play the guitar, and like growing up, he always played the guitar. So there are some songs that I think would definitely make me probably bawl my eyes out just knowing just my dad. And I'm the only daughter, so I feel like that is a big thing for me to pick out is the father-daughter song. And I'm not really sure. I have a few in mind, but some of them will make me cry so hard that I don't know if I'll be able to dance. Next question, answer in meme form. How excited are you? So let me insert two memes that I have in mind. Both are from Michael Scott from The Office. So if you're not an Office fan, I don't really know what to say to you. But Michael Scott is like one of my favorite characters of all time. So it's got definitely a combination of these two. First is when he's having the dance party with the speaker. And then the other one is when they're all like scrambling around the office, like it's happening. Like that is also how I feel. So like very excited for like having a good time, but also kind of freaking out that it's happening and how is it happening? Help me, please help me. So yeah, I would say a combination of those two memes. And then the last question I wanted to answer and then kind of like use that to kind of explain myself a little bit because I got a lot of questions kind of pertaining to this is, have you been envisioning this day your whole life or not really? And when you were younger, what age did you think you would be married by? And then there was a lot of other questions that were like, you said you never wanted to get married. What changed your mind? So my answer for that is I've never been like against marriage or babies or said that I would never do any of those things. What I have said is that I just didn't really care about them, and for that I mean I've never really been the type of person to be super obsessed or into getting married and having babies, like all of that. Like that's never been like a timeline like that. Like I know some people are just really like that is their life plan and they have it all planned out and they want to do this and they want to do that, which is fine, but I've never been that type of person. So for any time someone asks me about marriage and babies, it's just like, for me, my mind isn't there yet. So why would I have so much time invested, like planning a whole wedding? Like some people plan out this whole wedding and like they have all of these things that they want for their life and they have in mind, which is fine. But sometimes it seems like you're so obsessed with the idea and then you just plop a boy in there, you know? So I've never really been like that. So yeah, I didn't have my wedding envisioned for myself. Like I never had like a Pinterest board full of wedding ideas. That just isn't me. But yeah, I just wanted to say that now that I'm here and in this moment it's happening for me, I'm very excited. But I never really was that person who had it all planned out and all mapped out. If you don't have your whole life planned out and you don't know when you're getting married or when you're having a baby or anything like that, like don't let people make you feel like you have to be doing that or that like you're running behind, because I don't know why other women are so obsessed with asking other women when they're going to get married and when they'll have babies, because guys don't ask guys that. Nobody asks guys that. And I guess it just bugs me that people think like that and just like ask that so often, because it's not really anyone's business. So I'm going to just kind of like pull the reins back in and try to end this on a positive note. I just wanted to say that just do you and do not worry about, timelines and anything like that. Just live your life the way that you want to live it. And if you want to envision it one way, or if you don't want to envision it at all and you wanted to just let it do its thing, then they're both totally fine. All right, so that is going to bring us to the end of this wedding Q&A. I didn't want to make it too long, but hopefully the answers kind of gave you a feel for what I'm trying to go for my wedding and my vision. So yeah, let me know if there's anything specific content-wise you guys would like to see in my wedding series, but I have so many ideas and I'm really excited and I hope you guys are too. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you guys next time.